We are live. My gosh, we're back.
We're
One
so
episode.
back, chat.
Or at least back for an episode here.
There he is.
Oh, good. Finally.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's up?
All right.
Boys, we got a lot to talk about.
We do.
We- Is it just us three? We got more people coming.
No, it's just us.
Hey.
Just us, oos.
However, I do have stuff from both Emmett and Max regarding their draft. So I at least got that from them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get picked for the jury. That
Oh,
jury was-
I forgot you were possibly doing that.
yeah. Thank God I didn't get chosen, because it happened to be another domestic violence case.
Oh, dang. And we said we hope that's not the case.
Are you
Maybe-
legally allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know the ramifications of jury duty and shit. Like
it
publicity.
depends on the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you're just not allowed to say like who it is.
Yeah, in some states you're not allowed to talk about the case at all. In some states you're allowed to talk about like what type of case it is. You're just not allowed to say like who's in it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's Texas.
Crazy. All right, are you guys ready? Because we are actually on a timer here. We have to finish this within the next 2 hours, which I think we'll be able to do.
We can do that.
yeah.
We can absolutely do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, let's finish by 9:15 to 20, hopefully.
Gotcha. And sorry if you hear me sniffing a good bit because pollen.
Oh yeah, no, the allergies are
Oh,
terrible.
shit, you too?
Yeah, allergy
No,
season's upon me.
The allergies are terrible. All right, here we go.
Let's do
You
it.
guys ready? Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, chat. If you guys are watching, doing the Talking Football with Lawler podcast only tonight. We are doing a one episode here because the draft has happened and free agency as well. So yeah, so we're live for that. I just want to make sure that we're good before we actually start because yeah, we do have a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm live. Okay. All right, here we go. This is now episode 22. And who knows how many more episodes we have after that. Okay.
Man.
Excuse me. All right, here we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a couple of months. We are back with a new episode of Talking Football with Larlar. Hello, everyone. We are currently live on twitch.tv/azlarlar, as we always do whenever we do a podcast. It is now April 29th, a few months after Super Bowl 60, but also a few days after the 2026 NFL Draft, which was a huge event, of course. It's always the biggest event of the offseason for the NFL. And so we obviously had to make an episode for it. Now, there was going to be plans for a potential episode for free agency, but we never got to that due to the scheduling. But we are back now. So we are going to combine some of the draft stuff, some other NFL, just other general NFL storylines as well since the Super Bowl, and we will get to some trades and some free agency signings that were at least huge, in my opinion, because if we decided to go through every single signing, it would take a while. So that's absolutely not happening. So in terms of our usual folks, we have Brandon and RBM who will be here. Max and Emmett are not present for this episode. However, I do have some of their thoughts from this draft. So how you gentlemen doing here tonight?
Good, we back, man. We back.
We are so back.
Sir, this is episode 22 of the Talking Football with Larlar podcast, and I will just say this right now, that while this episode will be on AZ Larlar Plus, there is a chance that I will be uploading stuff to a future new channel, which I am still leaning toward doing that whenever the next season does begin. In terms of future plan for a future episode, I did mention how potentially there wasn't going to be an episode until August, but then I thought about it. We have to do our very early predictions of next season once the schedule comes. So, I'm expecting that episode potentially either, if it's not next month, then it's in June.
I was gonna say probably June.
Yeah, so, well, the schedule does actually release in May, but but in terms of like the timing of the potential schedule of when the episode will be, it will most likely be in June. So just a heads up for that.
Sounds good.
With that being said, let's begin. Gentlemen, we got a lot of things to talk about here tonight. We got a bit of a timer going on, so let's go ahead and get started here for our first topic of the day. And of course, we are going to start with the draft itself, because that is the most important thing of this entire ordeal. However, we will also be grading our own teams and how they did as well from the draft. Now, I do again have some stuff from both Emmett and Max, which I will get to in a little bit. But let's start with our overall reactions to the draft. So this one, as Emmett is in chat, hello Emmett. He's there in spirit, he says. Hell yeah. Well, the draft happened, and it was very, very eventful. Round 1 was. I didn't really tune into rounds 2 or 3, really, to be honest. I was also just out that weekend. Fernando Mendoza obviously went pick 1, and that was the most obvious number 1 pick we've had in a couple of years now. What will happen next year, we will have to just see. But yeah, this was very, very obvious from the very beginning. Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders. This was literally just written in the stars 4 months ago. Like it was
academic.
Yeah, it was pretty much, very much, just easily going to be Mendoza no matter what happened. The draft in terms of the Jets, we went with David Bailey at number 2. Now, before we go ahead and go give our like actual grades and whatnot. David Bailey being number 2, it was interesting because from the start of, I guess, like after the Super Bowl, there were a lot of people saying that, okay, well, Arvell Reese is going to be the bona fide number 2 pick. And then David Bailey's stock, I guess, started to go up within the last month or so. And then apparently the Jets like canceled a workout with him like probably over a week before the draft even started. And I kind of was like, okay, look, for me, the Jets at this point, like, we're going to get into some of the, in terms of some of the free agency signings and whatnot. But I know that when we get into this upcoming season, it's going to be still a developmental year, and we're probably still going to be pretty bad. So my thought is just get whoever's best available at number 2. Just get whoever's best available, whoever it is, whether it be Reese or Bailey or somebody else, just go ahead and get them. And so they got him, and there were some Jets fans that actually hated the pick. I was like, whoa, interesting. Whoa. I didn't really understand why. Apparently people said how the ceiling for in regards to the comparisons of Bailey and Reese, like Reese's ceiling is way better. But obviously time will tell. But Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn, they clearly saw something in Bailey that Reese didn't have. So yeah. So for RBM, the Saints selected Jordan Tyson, wide receiver for pick 8.
Yeah.
So this was a very good pick because it gets Tyler Shell a new weapon. So very, very good.
Much needed. If he stays healthy.
So really quickly going back to the Jets, I don't know why I had this second, but it is what it is. So the current Jets offense for next season is slated to be Geno Smith, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Omar Cooper Jr., A.D. Mitchell, Kenyon Sadiq, Mason Taylor, and then Pashanu, Parham, Myers, Tipman, and Membo. It's an offense of all time. I'll say that much. But again, I'm expecting us to still be pretty bad. Because we are obviously still gunning for a quarterback in 2027. So, if any Jets fan wants Aaron Glenn to get fired next season because of how bad the team is actually, they're going to be very disappointed, in my opinion. We'll go over this again. Emmett, his Dallas Cowboys selected Caleb Downs, which is a huge home run for Jerry Jones and that Dallas Cowboys team. They definitely needed some defensive help, specifically in the corner and safety positions, so they definitely got something there. Ty Simpson went pick 13. We'll get into this again later, but this was the biggest surprise of the first round, to the point where I think I have it here in a little bit, but Sean McVay did not look happy in the press conference afterward. Now, he can say that he wasn't happy or whatnot, blah, 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 but whatever at this point. For Brandon, the Panthers selected Monroe Freeling.
Yes, sir.
So, OT out of Georgia, your offensive line has been terrible, so this was very much needed for you guys. Ian Rappaport also said because there was a trade with the there was a trade with the Steelers. How the Steelers actually were on the phone for Mekhi Lemon, but then as the Steelers were on the phone with Lemon, the Eagles actually traded up and picked him instead. And Ian Rappaport basically said, so they were trying to contact Lemon, but they couldn't get to him because the Steelers were already on the phone. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Oh yeah, here's the picture of Sean McVay for the audio listeners. Like, basically, it's just McVay just dead staring. Basically. I don't... Now, there's this guy here, Diego Pavia, who is a Heisman finalist, I believe. He went undrafted, but then he got signed with the Ravens later on, right? Pavia was very, very critical about the NFL and the NFL teams, basically saying, fuck the NFL, I will write my own path. Again, this is before he accepts an invitation to Ravens minicamp, but he basically goes undrafted. Now, Brandon, I think you're more in tune with college stuff. Like, why was his reaction like this? Do you know at all? Or
because he was a Heisman winner a couple years ago.
Okay.
And the fact that a Heisman winner like him, and he also beat Alabama while being on Vanderbilt as 2. And he basically took a Vanderbilt team that was nothing into something, right?
Right.
Unranked and they're in the SEC, right? So you got all these powerhouses, the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Texas A&Ms, right? Like, he basically took them all to something. And he's basically, obviously, if you don't get drafted, people are going to feel a certain type of way, right?
Right.
But with him, he felt like, he was kind of getting, like, mistreated because of all of that. But another reason why people are saying he didn't get drafted is because he's 5'9". He's shorter than Bryce Young. That says something, right?
Right.
So his height was definitely a factor. And also, apparently, he does have a character cocky-like attitude. People are kind of comparing him to like a Johnny Manziel, a Baker Mayfield, but people are kind of saying like, he doesn't have like the plays to back it up, if you know what I mean. So, I do think it was a surprise, in my opinion, that he didn't get drafted. I thought he was going to go at least like 6th, 7th round. But I mean, hey, the Ravens are going to give him a chance, and he has the option to be QB3 at least. So that's kind of the reason why.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really know the story until like he started having like a whole ruckus thing on his Instagram story. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, sure it wasn't because of like the IG stories and like
Oh yeah.
him hanging out with like these like MAGA influencers and
I
things of that nature.
I do also think that like I you got to wonder how those like pre-draft interviews went.
That could
Oh,
also be
for
another.
sure.
Yeah.
Be,
Yeah.
be,
Apparently. Yep. About to say
because
those also didn't go as well.
yeah, because if you were a GM or just a high executive of an NFL team and you're sitting with this guy and he apparently has character issues and he's very very cocky with how he answers questions and whatnot. I saw a report say how apparently I don't have it up here, but I think it was mentioned how yeah, I'm determined to be a starter in the league right off the bat.
Yeah.
Um, buddy, every single NFL team is going to have some sort of plan, whether whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So being being a draftee in whatever fifth, sixth, or seventh round, blah blah blah, and then you're hoping to get a starting spot, it's not going to work like that, buddy. It's just not.
Yeah. And we
So
saw it. The QB class this year was not good. It's basically just Mendoza and Ty Simpson, right?
yeah,
That were the only
Yeah.
two quarterbacks. I mean, yeah, there's some more gems in here. There is, but in terms of like flashiness, like game changers. Obviously, Mendoza, you can argue Simpson, but other than that, that's next year. So
I
yeah.
argue Mendoza was more of a game manager in Indiana.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
There's a whole controversy with Dan Orlovsky about how he was on Pat's show. I want to say last month, and he basically was like dying tooth and nail, and about how Ty Simpson low key might be a better prospect than Mendoza, and
Yeah,
And under
obviously
Sean McVay, he very well could be.
he took a lot of heat from that. But we really don't know until 5, 6 to 8 years from now, because
right.
who really knows how these careers really go, because Mendoza could start in September for the Raiders and he could immediately make them a playoff team. But the fact that Kirk Cousins is there now, which we will get into later, maybe says that he's probably not going to be starting immediately. Who knows? You know?
I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I wouldn't start him right away.
Yeah. Thank you, Emmett, for the water break. So let's just go through round one. It'd be too much if we went through every single round. So let's just talk about how round one. We obviously we had a whole stream, the Larlar draft party when the first round was going on. So if you want to take a look at our reactions, it's on the AZ Larlar VOD channel, and my Jets reaction is on AZ Larlar Plus. So again, as we mentioned, pick one, Fernando Mendoza, very very obvious. Pick two, David Bailey. It could have gone either way with Reese or Bailey. I was just happy that it wasn't some reach pick, you know. So very, very happy with the fact that Bailey got picked. Now there was something with Bailey about how he struggles with the run. Gonna be interesting to see how he improves upon that. Which I believe was the main reason as to why many Jets fans were like, "Yeah, nah, that's not how that. Yeah, nah."
But Laura, let
Uh,
me ask you this real quick, bro. Do you
yeah.
think he's going to pair well with McDonald? Because y'all just picked up the fifth-year option of Will McDonald. I think Bailey's going to pair well with him. With him on one
Oh,
side, McDonald on the other side.
yeah, I agree. I agree because because when I imagine it, oh man, it's gonna be so lethal. Especially because I'm sure like both are smart players, and McDonald has definitely been better compared to like his rookie year, where I believe like his rookie year was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
He had little to no production, and it was looking like a very bad pick from Joe Douglas. But he's been way better, and I guess I don't think it's a coincidence that he's starting to do better under Aaron Glenn. So seeing Bailey and McDonald work together is going to be very, very fun to watch. So yeah, I was just happy that it wasn't some reach pick. So if it was Bailey, so be it. If it was Reese, so be it. But we definitely just needed to get whoever was best available at that point. Now, pick 3, Jeremiah Love.
I don't know about this.
That was a shock to me.
That was a shocker.
Was it really? Because I guess the point for the Cardinals is like what's going on with James Conner and
Tyler Algier went over there too.
Yeah,
Tyler Algier. Algier is over there. So
and Benson. So I don't.
Yeah,
I
they
don't.
literally have a log jam at running back right now.
Oh wow.
I don't. I mean, here's the thing, right? People thought Jeremiah Love was going to go to the Titans, which would have been honestly a fit for both sides, right? Titans need a running back. Jeremiah Love would get the spotlight. I think the thing with the Cardinals, James Conner's injury history is one.
Yeah.
And I think Tyler Algier's history at not really being a starting running back in the NFL, because he was behind Bijan, right? For when he was there. Yes, Lala, your point of best player available, right? I do think Jeremiah Love was that guy. But you can't have 3 low-key 4 starting caliber running backs and no quarterback. I mean, Jacoby Brissett is Jacoby Brissett, right? So, in my opinion, I don't really enjoy this pick. I think Jeremiah Love will do fine, but I think he could have fit on a much better team than what the Cardinals were trying to go for. That's my opinion.
Now, here's why I can see the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love. Amari DiMercato. They don't they don't want an Amari DiMercato situation again. So
Yeah. Yeah, this was the pick where a lot of reporters are basically saying about how this is the pick to look at when it comes down to potential trade downs. Well, the Cardinals didn't do that. Just went ahead and picked Jeremiah Love. The Cardinals are eyeing for 2027 in terms of quarterback, so it's not really going to be.
Yeah, well, they drafted Carson Beck in the 3rd round.
That is
so
true,
I don't know.
but
I don't know if they're going to try to get him in. But I'll tell you this, Lawler, too. Apparently, there was reports. I forgot who said it, but apparently there was reports that Tyler Algier, his camp is not happy because they thought he wanted to go to the Cardinals, had a chance to become the starter, and now you got Jeremiah Love coming on in there. Now you're kind of back to square one with the Falcons. That's what some reporters said. I'm sorry, I don't know who the credit was, but that's what I saw. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I would just have to go in with Love and just start him right off the bat because.
Well, can't do that because James Conner.
Oh yeah,
James Conner will be back healthy. I think
he's gonna be back
healthy. You can have a 1-2
though.
punch. You can have a 1-2 punch, but
You could do that, but then where does Algier fit in?
Cool. I mean, the thing with Jeremiah Love, you can put him in the slot. Algier's not that typical slot type running back, so Algier would kind of have to sit backfield. James Conner can also go in the slot as well. So, he would have to be a rotational guy at first. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I think if Arizona was smart, they would have taken Reese at 3. But the Bidwells aren't that smart, so what do we know?
Yep.
Well, let's just move on here. Carnell Tate for the Titans. I like this pick.
I like that. I like that pick a lot.
That's
I like
a good
that pick a lot.
Cam Ward with another weapon. Remember, this is a new coaching regime. Saleh, Daboll's there as the OC. Going to be very interesting to see how he fits into that offense. But in terms of Cam Ward, yeah, this is a huge win. A good offensive a good offensive piece to their potential puzzle there.
I agree. This is exactly what, in my opinion, what the Titans needed.
For sure. Now he can pair real well with Ridley and Wandale Robinson that's not over there. So I like it.
Oh yeah, Wandale is over there now too. So yeah.
Yep.
All right, number 5, Arvell Reese to the Giants. Now,
like that pick a lot. I do.
Yeah, when Carnell Tate was picked, I immediately was like, "Oh wow, Reese is gonna go to the Giants." And then Max was like, "Oh God, no, please no." But yeah, then eventually it did happen.
It makes sense. Giants are very much lacking in linebacker.
Now,
So
just to shut things down, they're not trading Thibodeau away. Apparently, there were potential reports that they were going to trade him away after this pick. That's not happening. So Reese is on there with Thibodeau, and that defense is just scary.
still lacking in secondary, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay,
still
fair
lacking the
enough.
secondary,
Fair
but
enough.
that front four, ooh,
Yeah, that front four is lethal.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy to watch. But yeah, the Giants got a good pick there, in my opinion. Next up, for the Chiefs. So Cleveland traded with Kansas City, and the Chiefs went up for this one. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. Jesus Christ. Oh man. So they picked Mansour Delane, who is a cornerback, much needed. Who was it on the Chiefs that left in the offseason?
McDuffie.
McDuffie, right?
And there was one more. Both of them went to the Rams. They lost two corners. I can't think of the other person's name, but yeah, but it's a much needed position fill.
It's probably out there later, but yeah, Delane. This is a great pick for Kansas City. Even though I don't like Kansas City at all, this is a very good pick for them. Very smart pick. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Jalen Watson.
Yeah,
There you
Watson.
go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so they needed that big time. Next up, pick 7. This is for Max, Sonny Styles. Love it. Good pick for them
Sleeper.
too. They needed help on that defense overall anyway, so any pick on defense was going to be a huge hit for them. So yeah, a good pick there for the Commanders there.
And who's a better player to learn from than Bobby Wagner on that defense?
So
Exactly.
I will say here is I might as well just talk about Max's overall feelings about the draft, and he says that he would grade our draft a B+. Sonny Styles is an athletic freak, and putting him with another athletic freak in Leo Chanel is going to be so great, so I love that. It addresses a big need for defense besides edge, which got addressed with Odafe Owe in the offseason. Antonio Williams may not be the prospect everybody wanted, but he has strong separation skills, as I've heard, and that was a big need, as separation was a big issue last year for our players, which was the reason Jaden got hurt so often. And the biggest deal I feel for us is Katron Allen. I really like that pickup. He leads Penn State in all-time rushing yards, so Allen, Bill, and Rashad White can't wait. Golden, our center, and Joshua Josephs, our edge, feel more like depth, but if they can develop well, it would be great to see. And our QB as our last pick, I think it would have been better to get another wide receiver, defensive player, would have been better. But if he can be a good backup, that's fine with me. So, B+ for the Commanders overall for Max there. We'll get to like ours like in the call afterwards. Jordan Tyson, we already went over this like earlier, but RBM like it. We like that one.
It.
Okay.
He got to stay healthy though. If he
Oh,
stays healthy,
true.
he's the steal of the draft, in my opinion.
Spencer Fano, OT for Cleveland. I don't know. Was this good?
Honestly, that was a need for Cleveland. So
It's a need. I mean, they were gonna address it. They had to address it in the first 3 rounds, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Francis Mauigoa, who is another offensive tackle, going to the Giants.
Need for the Giants. Yep.
This was
the Giants.
This was the Dexter Lawrence trade, which again we'll get into later.
What a trade!
Yeah, that gave the Giants the 10th pick there, and let's see here. Okay, Caleb Downs, Dallas.
I mean, that's probably like the least. What the mock drafts had him like since Caleb Downs since like the end of the Super Bowl. So when Dallas was trading up, we're like, it has to be Caleb Downs.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's literally a fit for both sides. Like he's going to be a day one starter. He's one of those guys that's going to be a day one starter. So I like it for the Cowboys.
So
I did see some mock drafts that had Caleb Downs going to the Chiefs.
Oh
man, that would have been crazy.
Thank God that didn't happen, right?
Yeah. But good for
So,
Dallas. They've been getting beat behind the ball a lot last year, so Caleb Downs could definitely stop that.
Yeah, so them getting the best safety in the draft, like hands
Yeah,
down, probably I would argue like the best draft in the first round.
yeah.
Emmett messaged me his thoughts about the overall draft for the Cowboys. He said, without bias, an A minus. Okay, there
Okay.
we go. A minus. Caleb Downs was a big grab for the need for secondary help. Then getting the DeMarcus Lawrence replacement, Malachi Lawrence, to help put pressure on the opposing quarterback, which was a pick later in the first round. Icing on the cake was getting Jyshawn Barham, who is an edge from Michigan. Shoddy's probably going to start him as an inside linebacker alongside Overshawn, outside linebacker, for more linebacker depth in stopping the run / zone coverage. After drafting Caleb, it was BPA at that point, as we couldn't get Ruben Bain or Akeem Mesidor. Not to mention Mansour Delane and Sonny Styles being in our radar. Questionable drafting Drew Shelton in the 4th as an OT, but could be reinforced depth as we had O-line injuries mid-season. Apparently, CB Devin Moore is injury prone yet physical, so a double-edged sword to the benefit making open field tackles. There you go. That's Emmett's thoughts on the draft. A minus from him. Moving on now. Kings Dolphins. Caden Proctor. Now, he was not initially happy with us.
Yeah.
But you mentioned there was a tweet that you linked in our server where apparently he might be line
Moving to guard.
guard. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. It's like it's so weird because he was mentioning how he didn't exactly like this pick, but then like the Dolphins fans, at least on Reddit, were like, well, we kind of needed to reinforce the offensive line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it was
only problem
confusing.
is he's never played guard in college. That's the issue.
Oh, okay.
He's been one of those guys. So at Alabama, so you know how like some NFL teams they're now starting to put a third offensive lineman in an eligible receiver. He
Yeah.
was that type of guy at Alabama. He would be out wide, and they'll sometimes throw him the ball as like that third tight end esque like offensive lineman that would catch the ball. But he's never played guard. So that's my one little concern. That's my one concern. But if they can get him right, I think he'll be fine. But that's the one issue why Dolphins fans probably didn't like the pick there.
Okay. Next one up is again, I think the most surprising pick of this whole first round.
Oh yeah.
Ty Simpson to the Rams. Now, I don't know where Ty Simpson was in mock drafts, but surely he was not a first round pick, right? Or
If he
was he
was,
actually?
he was gonna be like bottom 10.
But he was pick 13 instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pick 13 on a quarterback that wasn't even projected to go until like the third round.
And on a team where the quarterback now won the MVP last year.
Yeah, this pick was. Look, we will just have to see in 3, 4, 5 years from now what happened. Because let's face it, Stafford is old now. He is.
He's getting up there, yeah.
So,
well, he just won the MVP.
Look, I know he just won the MVP, but let's face it, within the next 3, 4 years, he's probably going to be gone. Like, he's probably going to be retired. Or maybe next season's his last season. I don't know. You never know with these quarterbacks.
You know what this reminds me of? Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers.
True, because
so it could be that kind of situation.
Because let's face it, Ty Simpson going to the Rams, while we can say, yeah, this is the most surprising pick of the draft and whatnot, blah, 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 and the Rams fans were absolutely not happy with this pick. Initially not happy with this pick. But this might be Simpson's best hope here. He's not only under one of the best quarterbacks of the century, he's also one of the best newer head coaches and young head coaches in the entire league in Sean McVay. He also has some of the best weapons that he could potentially work with Davante Adams and Nakua. So this is low-key a blessing for him. Now, pick 13, you know, it could be just a whole value thing, blah, 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 but I guess the Rams just said, you know what, let's just start talking, let's start thinking about the future. Who knows how long Stafford will be playing, actually. It is a question that definitely does need to be addressed. So,
absolutely.
but initially, everyone, we were all like, whoa, what in the world was this? Like, whoa.
Like,
but I think it makes sense.
This is literally the pure definition of a boom or bust project.
Yeah, and in our video, right, in our draft reaction, some of us were like, "Hold on a second, if the Ram like we didn't see it in the box draft taking Ty Simpson, but something told some of us saying like, what if they do get him? Because it's like, who would the Rams really get? Like at that point, we all thought the Rams were going to trade down. So I was like, what if the Rams do get Ty Simpson? I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do get him. You know, and
I was thinking the Rams were going to trade out of the first round entirely.
I thought they were going to trade down too, but they didn't. And here's the thing, Lard. So there's a thing now where somebody said it best. It's like quarterback insurance now. We have a lot of teams since the Packers when they did Jordan Love, right? Since the Falcons when they did Michael Penix. They're trying to get these quarterbacks now so that way, whenever that time does come, they're like, oh, we got the quarterback we need. But some people, especially Rams fans, were arguing, you got a whole QB class next year where you can choose anybody from Arch Manning to Lenore Sellers to Dante Moore to Chambliss to all these guys coming in next year. It's like you could have gotten more value out of that instead of trying to get something out of Ty Simpson, which, you know, who knows, right? So that's what a lot of Rams fans were arguing with. But we'll see how it goes.
It would have been a reason of like, we were like seconds away from going to the Super Bowl. You might as well get like someone who can help right now for that, you know? I could definitely see that argument too. So they easily could have just went like best available or whoever, whatnot. But they went in with Ty Simpson and it was like, all right. There you go. I just still very, very surprising, to say the least.
It is.
Let's move on now. The Ravens for Cross, our friend Cross. They picked Ola Vega Ione.
Makes sense.
A guard.
Because,
makes sense. Yeah,
because their guard position last year was outrageously bad.
Yeah. Not to mention, I think the Ravens, in my opinion, had the best draft out of every team this year.
Oh wow! Okay. All right. Moving on to pick 15 was Reuben Bain Jr.
Underrated pick, and I hate
Miami
it.
For the Buccaneers.
God, I don't like that.
You guys are NFC South folks. Yeah, I don't think you guys like this one.
See, we don't like it because it's a great pick for the Bucs. That's what I should say. It's a great pick for the Bucs. Underrated guy in the championship game. Man was flying all over the field. But we don't like it because he's such a good edge rusher, and the Buccaneers do need edge help. So I think it's a good pick for the Bucs there.
It is a damn good pick for the Bucs, and I hate saying that because let's be real. The Bucs were not good on edge last year.
They were not. They could not get edge pressure.
It was a massive need, and damn it, I think in my opinion they got like the second or third best edge in the league in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to my pick 16. We picked Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon. I initially hated this pick. I hated this pick so much.
Yeah, I like this pick, but I want to hear your opinion.
It just did not make any sense. It really did not. So
really?
So here, right? the biggest thing that the Jets needed, in my opinion, was a wide receiver. And obviously, Mekhi Lemon was still there he was still there as the best available wide receiver slash weapon, right? This pick, at least for me initially, you guys can go watch the video. Like literally, it's so funny because a lot of people, there were people under the comment, in the comment section of that video, which just kind of like started to get a lot of views and whatnot. There were a lot of people saying, we'll come back here in a few years when he's the best like tight end in the world or something. I don't know. But I initially I hated this pick so much. It just did not make any sense. We have Mason Taylor, who was a dog for us last season. Sure, you can try and do like double tight ends and whatnot. Sure,
I like the Bills.
Sure, but it's like I would have rather had somebody like Lemon just be a wider receiver next to Garrett Wilson and A.D. Mitchell, because let's face it, I guess weapon-wise, fine, sure, in Darren's point of view, then maybe it just makes sense. He could potentially, I don't know if he blocks good or whatnot, but initially I hated this pick. Now, a couple days...
Keep in mind, his draft comparisons were Vernon Davis and Isaiah Likely.
True that, yeah, true. But now, like, as I sit here now, pretty much almost a week later, I can see the vision, but I need to really see it because we are still lacking in wide receiver, and I know we picked someone later, but it still is like we should have gotten Lemon right here, if I'm being honest.
I agree. I understand that.
So, like, I know, Brandon, like, you were talking about how he's in the slot, blah, blah, blah. We've seen his highlights during the draft. Sure, okay, but I just don't know if it was worth going to 16 for this guy. Now, I can easily be wrong as all hell. I can easily be wrong. He could even be better than Mason Taylor all of a sudden. I don't know. We have no way of knowing until this upcoming season. So, sure, fine. I'll eat my words. If it does happen that he is just an amazing player, fine. That's okay. I'll be wrong. But yeah, initially I hated this pick so much. I hated it initially. But now I am strong to admit to say that I'm okay and willing to give this a chance, but he really has to show it on the field because wide receiver is very, very not good for this upcoming season. So
and I'll say this real quick too. I completely understand what you're talking about. See, when I watched the Oregon games, he is like primarily a slot tight end. He doesn't block much. I will tell you that he does not block much. He is primarily a slot tight end, and one of his biggest traits is getting up to the ball and bringing it down. That's like his big trait. He's not like a fast type guy. I wouldn't say the reason why he's compared to Isaiah Likely is because of the slot comparison and Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis for his hands, Isaiah Likely for the wide receiver slot. So I think if Aaron Glenn can use him right, he could be good. And that's where my opinion is with that.
Okay. All right. Let's move on then. Again, we'll give our draft grades later for the entire draft for our teams. The Lions in pick 17 went Blake Miller, OT, much needed.
Yeah, Mac liked that one.
Yeah, Mac liked that one. One of our friends, Mac, liked it, and it was needed because, yeah, that I believe there was like some folks did leave, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong with that.
Yeah,
Taylor Decker was one of them.
Yeah, Taylor Decker left. Who retired? One of the guys retired. So they needed to fill positions.
Eric Decker.
Yes.
Pick
So
18. Yeah, so very much needed for the Lions there. Pick 18, Vikings, Caleb Banks, DT. Uh I don't
uh,
I didn't really know what their needs were here. If I'm being honest. But
For the Vikings,
the Vikings needs were secondary.
they needed more
okay.
secondary because Harrison Smith left. Not left. What's it called? They lost some secondary help. And I will say DT because they did lose Jonathan Allen to the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, that's
so
true.
I will say it is a need that they need to replace. So I'm not too surprised by this pick.
You know what? Yeah,
Uh
now I think about it, yeah, that's a good pick.
it says here that injury concerns are a stumbling block for him. Potential stumbling block.
Ooh.
So that's going to be interesting
Yep.
to look at.
Let me check his ESPN grade to see if like they reached for him.
While you
They
check,
reached for him.
yeah, they reached. Okay, well, we'll just have to see what happens. I think also we have to mention that they don't have a GM over there right now.
They don't.
So,
They actually announced today that the search is underway.
yep. We'll get into that again later. Pick 19, Brandon. Again, we'll just reiterate. You like this one?
I
Monroe
do.
Freeling, OT.
I do.
Yep.
Yeah. Long story short, is it neat? Some Panthers fans didn't like it. Some Panthers fans wanted the wide receiver first round, but I'm always down for more protection for Bryce Young. The dude is 6'7", 315 pounds. Like I think he's the
Oh,
largest
he's gonna
offensive
be
lineman
great.
in this draft. I think. He's one concern I have. He's only started 18 games. He's only started 18 games, so we had to make him become more development player. But he was only penalized 3 times, like out of
That's
all those
good.
games. So
Really good.
which is really needed. And plus, Ikem Iguanu that we drafted out of NC State a couple years ago. He's been having a lot of injury problems. So I do think that if Ikem can't get up and running, I do think Freeling is going to be that guy opposite of Taylor Morton. So I like this pick a lot.
And as an NFC South rival, that is scary.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Pick 20, Mekhi Lemon, Eagles. This pretty much soft confirms that AJ Brown is gone.
Oh, he's gone. He's for sure, bro. He's for
Like,
sure gone.
This is soft confirming that he's basically gone at this point.
Right.
Well, with that information out, yeah, this is a good pick. It's just unfortunate it's Eagles.
Howie Roseman,
man.
Howie Roseman, man. I mean,
Howie.
one thing we should say, I don't know why a team would call a player on the line thinking another team was going to get another player. I don't know why you want to just call them when you're on the clock. So I don't understand what the Steelers were doing. But
Yeah.
I mean, look, now the Eagles got to steal.
Absolutely.
Yep. The Eagles also traded up for this, so yeah.
with their division rival.
Yep. So let's talk about pick 21, Max Iheana Accor. Sorry, I completely butchered it. I know. OT from Arizona State. We have no fucking idea Aaron Rodgers is doing. All right. So they're getting an OT. They did sign that. Like, we'll get into it later, but like they signed something for him and blah blah. I have no idea what that is, but they got this guy OT out of Arizona State, Pittsburgh. Sure.
It's a need. I mean,
Sure.
look, protection, right? And plus, I did see a report saying, oh, like he was the backup plan. No, apparently the Steelers also fell in love with this guy. So apparently they were also going to take him at some point in the draft. So
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, in my opinion, they probably should have waited till day 2, since this guy I think said he also has injury concerns.
he does.
Oh, brother.
So,
but I don't think it's a bad pick. I mean,
it's not a bad pick by any means, but I think they reached a little to get this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is Akeem Mesidor, edge for the Chargers.
I actually like this for the Chargers.
Yeah, this is good.
I
this
do.
Good pick.
I'm surprised they didn't go O line since they had the worst O line in the league last year.
True.
But they did pick up O-line later in the draft. But to be fair, having him out because Joey Bosa's gone, right? Since Joey
Yeah.
Bosa's not there no more, having the replacement of him is good. So I like the pick.
Pick 23 was Malachi Lawrence from the Cowboys.
Underrated pick right here.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
they
a
also
great
hit the
pick.
ballpark.
Great pick for Dallas right here. Yeah, I agree.
Because obviously Micah's gone, Lawrence is gone. You got to fill that edge role with Overshown on one side. Having Lawrence on the other is good. So I like it.
Yep.
Yeah. Dallas also did really good in this draft. Yeah, Lawrence and Downs like damn good first round picks.
Yep.
I'll give credit to Jerry Jones when it's due.
Pick 24 was Casey Concepcion. Texas A&M
like it.
for Cleveland.
I like it. The man can fly because y'all know me. I watch a lot of South Carolina Gamecock games. So seeing that man literally just one of his biggest strengths is separation off the ball and just going a deep threat, which is going to be good for the Browns. So to push the ball down the field. So I like it.
I like it too. Like him and Jerry Judy. Oh man.
Isaiah
that's
Bond
gonna be
too.
good.
Isaiah Bond is emerging as
Isaiah
a
Bond as
good
well.
wide receiver
Yeah.
3. So yeah.
Right. Pick 25 was Dylan Tieneman.
God, so I like this pick a lot because Kevin Byard, he's not is he? No, he's not there no more, is he?
No, he's not there no more.
No.
Yeah, so it's the Kevin Byard replacement, and this dude can flat out fly. He was actually one of my picks in one of my mock drafts for the Panthers. I actually really wanted him. Dude can play, so I do think for the Bears this is a good need that they needed here. So I like it.
I like it too. However, I think there was another safety that went in the second round that I think they should have went after that would have been a better fit for them. Who was it? He went to the Raiders in the second round, I think.
Trade in Stukes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the way Stukes plays is a better fit for Chicago's defense than Tyneman.
Mm-hmm.
But
Fair enough.
if he works out,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yep.
Kalen Rutledge for the Texans, pick 26 for guard. Yep.
Big need. Big need.
Needed there.
You really don't even need to improve the defense. Just go flop.
Big need, but they reached for him.
Oh, you think so?
Yep. That guard that the Cardinals took in the second round.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yep.
Bisantis, I think his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
That's who I think
Bisantis.
should have. Yeah, that's who I think Houston should have taken.
Yeah.
Chris
Much better guard, much better pass protector.
Mm-hmm. Chris Johnson, pick 27 for Miami. Yeah.
I like this one.
I think King said he liked it too. So
yeah,
dude can play.
This is a good pick.
That dude more of a lockdown corner, which I think the Dolphins need because they play off the ball so often that they let the ball go deep. So I think it's good to have a lockdown corner.
Mm-hmm. All right, pick 28 was Caleb Lomu. My best friend Andrew wanted this guy.
Yeah, he called it. So.
Yeah, he called it. Yeah, he called it all the way.
This was a really good pick for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Also, dude, I think this dude's also 6'7" as well, or 6'6". So big guy, can protect the ball real well. I like it.
Pick 29 was Peter Woods, DT, Kansas City.
Dude. I mean, you could put him right beside Chris Jones because, to be fair, now I think about it, to be fair, the Chiefs did not get a lot of interior pressure during at all last year. So I think pairing him beside Chris Jones as he get older would be kind of good. So I think it's a decent pick.
Yeah, I think
it's a decent pick. I think it's a decent pick too, especially if your comparison is Devontae Wyatt.
Okay.
Okay, the Jets.
I like this. I like this pick
We
right here.
drafted. We traded up into the first round again, and we got Omar Cooper.
I like this. I like
This
this.
is 100% what needed to happen here. This is what eased the 16th pick for me. Like, they went tight end here, and I hated it. But then they went pick 30 and got Omar, and I was like, all right, sure. Good. I can see pick 16 now a little bit, but yeah, this was much needed for the Jets here. Much needed.
I like it. And obviously he played with Mendoza, right, on the championship team. Man can play. Man can play. I think
Absolutely.
he'll be a good fit. I think he'll be a good compliment outside of Garrett Wilson. Yeah, so
The Titans also traded in pick 31 here, where Buffalo absolutely hates the first round, by the way. They got Keldrick Falk, who is an edge. Not sure if we have too much in terms of like. I think I don't remember Tennessee's defense like that.
they got Jeffrey Simmons. You need to build around him, especially on the edge. So and Titans barely had any edge pressure at all last year. So
That's true. So Keldrick Falk was a massive need.
and he was in the thing about Falk, he's like slippery. He can slip easily besides the offensive lineman on the side. So I think that'll be good.
Gotcha. And the final pick, the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks, Jadarian Price, running back, or Jadarian, sorry. Yep. Jadarian Price, running back, replacement for Kenneth Walker.
This kind of surprised me because one, this was Jeremiah Love's backup at Notre Dame, so both running backs out of Notre Dame went in the first round, which I don't think has ever happened before. Two running backs off the same team. Two, like you said, yeah. Oh, who was it again? What was it again?
I forgot the names, but I know that one went 3 and the other went 5.
You might be right, yeah. But with Jadarian Price, he's a sneaky dude. I like him. He's a little bit shorter than Love. He's kind of literally like the Charbonnet to the Kenneth Walker, if you know what I mean. So I do think this is good. Some Seahawks fans were not happy with this pick. Apparently they wanted a corner because Tariq Woolen left. But I like it. You need another running back besides Charbonnet, so I like it.
To me, this kind of felt like a luxury pick.
It did.
I think because Seattle could have picked literally anybody, and they would have been fine.
Well, they could have traded down because they only had 4 picks.
That's true. They could have traded down, and a lot of people argue they probably should have.
But if you trade down, then they won't have any players with the 5th-year option. So
right, and so to me, this pick is kind of once again, it's kind of like a luxury pick. This pick, whether it pans out or not, I don't think a lot of people are going to be paying attention.
Yeah, but we'll see how he goes.
We'll see.
He'll get playing time for sure.
All right, now let's move on. Since that's the end of the first round, let's really very quickly just talk about our draft grades overall for everybody's team. So in terms of the Jets, we got David Bailey, who's an edge, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, Omar Cooper, wide receiver, D'Angelo Pons in pick 50, cornerback, needed, Daryl Jackson Jr., DT, needed, yeah, Cade Klubnik.
Okay, okay.
Traded up for this guy, by the way. I don't understand this one. I don't. This is like reach of the reach plus like learning under Geno Smith. I don't know.
I'll be honest, Larlar. I've seen Cade Klubnik play since his freshman year at Clemson. You know the people that come from Clemson, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, those guys, right? And he was going to be the successor to Trevor Lawrence. But this guy, I'm going to be honest, he's not flashy. The one good thing that he can be a dual threat QB. He can run. He can definitely pass on the run, but he does hold on the ball too long at times. That's my only concern. So I don't know how he'll develop under the system, but I do agree. I think y'all kind of reached for him.
Yeah, we reached big time for this guy. We got also Enes Cooper guard and VJ Payne DB. These are all like around 5, 6, or 7. So yeah. If I had to give a grade for the Jets, I'd probably go B plus. B plus for the Jets.
Oh, I get. Y'all definitely killed the first half.
Yeah, the first like the stuff on the left, we got Bailey, Sadiq, Cooper, Hans. I still think Sadiq is like a couple ticks down there. Cade was really like the tick, like one of the reasons why I took off points as well. But I think overall, and then obviously we don't know how the Jackson Jr., Enes Cooper, and VJ Payne will play out, but I think overall this was a great draft from Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn. Bailey and Cooper, easily one of the biggest, just one of the bigger things that makes this draft class so special. Hans was also a very good pick. Cornerback, we need cornerback help over there. But other than that, B plus, I think for me for the Jets. I like this draft class a lot. Sadiq, I'm warming up to. Klubik is really just like the only. What the hell was that? I don't understand that. But other than that, I think
Klubnik is the only demerit in the
Jets.
Jets.
Klubnik, I don't really understand that one, but everything else I like.
Everything else, yeah, I would agree. B plus.
Okay, all right. Yep. Yeah, B plus is I think very manageable for Darren Muji and Aaron. So. Let's move on now to RBM Saints. So you guys got Jordan Tyson, DT Kristen Miller, tight end Oscar Delp, Jeremiah Wright, who is an offensive lineman, Bryce Lance, wide receiver, Lorenzo Styles, DB, Barian Brown, wide receiver, and TJ Hall, DB, round out your draft class. So what is your rating overall, RBM?
My rating overall is going to be a B minus.
Really?
Here's why.
Really?
Here's why I say that.
Okay.
We definitely reached for Delp because he could have been taken. He definitely could have been taken as a day 3 pick. I think we reached a little bit for Jeremiah Wright, though. He's a dog at Auburn, but I'm just gonna have to warm up to him. I definitely think we reached for Lorenzo Styles because even though he's got speed, and trust me, he's got speed. He lacks tackling ability. So that's
the brother of Sony Styles.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And that's kind of concerning. Barian Brown, we also reached for him. I think we could have gotten him with our 7th round pick. TJ Hall, I like TJ Hall, but again, kind of like our other corner, he's got tackling issues, so he's gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, and Bryce Lance, the brother of Trey Lance.
Bryce Lance, I think is gonna be I think that's definitely gonna be a value pick because he was definitely rated as a day 2 pick. So the fact that we got him day 3. And the fact that he ran one of the fastest 40 yards and has good hands, I think that's definitely a late round steal.
And North Dakota State's a powerhouse now. So
yeah.
So yeah, overall, I'm gonna say B minus.
Okay.
I think if we didn't reach for a lot of those day 3 picks, I would have given it a B, maybe a B plus. But it is what it is. We'll let it rock.
Hey, man. B minus is still a good grade in my opinion. So yeah. All right. Let's move on now to Brandon's Panthers. So Brandon, what is your draft class? What is your grade for the draft class for your team here? Monroe Freeling, Lee Hunter. Yeah. Well, who do you? What's going on here?
I give it an A, bro. I give it an A.
An A. All right, straight on A.
Now PFF gave us an A plus for the second year in a row. I give it an A. I want to give it an A plus. I do think we could have gotten free. I do think if we would have traded down, because there were talks about us trading down. I do think if we would have traded down, I still think we could have gotten Freeling because he's not so much of an experienced player. But that's kind of like my only tick for it not being a plus. But I still love the Freeling pick. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Number 2 with Lee Hunter, nose tackle out of Texas. Tex definitely needed. We needed another big guy besides Derek Brown, right? Because Derek Brown literally broke the record for the most tackles in the NFL ever, right? As much as that's a good record, sometimes it's not considered as a flex that you think, right? So having another guy opposite side of him would be great. Number 3, Chris Boswell out of Tennessee. I love the pick at wide receiver. 6'4". He ran a 4.3, 4.37. And now our wide receiver room is pretty crowded, bro. We got McMillan, Coker, Leggett, Mechie, Jimmy Horn, now Boswell in there. It's going to be a very competitive camp. I still think a lot of Panthers fans are saying like Xavier Leggett might be the odd one out. I still got some faith in him. I do think this is his prove it year. And maybe Bronson might be the guy that might be competitive, right? So,
Right.
round 4, Will Lee, cornerback out of Texas A&M. I do really like this a lot because he's 6'1". He is 6'1", so he's not like, the tallest of cornerbacks, but dude's a lockdown. He can definitely learn beside Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn. And he ran almost a 4.4, so I like that. Round 5. Now, this is my favorite pick of the draft. Round 5 was Sam Hite out of Kansas State center. We needed that because, one, we got Cade Mays left, our original center. But the reason why I like Sam Hite a lot is that he's the downside, he's made 44 starts in 4 seasons, right? But he has never had a single penalty in college out of 4 years. Not a single penalty. So, and that's one thing that I really like there. Round 5, Zaki Wheatley, safety out of Penn State, definitely needed because Will Scott, Nick Scott has been pretty buns the last couple years. So I do like this. I think he can be really well with the secondary help. And the final pick, Jackson Kuwatch. Don't know much about this guy, linebacker out of Miami, Ohio. But I do know he was an Ohio State transfer. I do know that, and he is 6'4", and I think he's a good depth piece. So all in all, I do really like this draft. Simple, but we definitely got every single need that we needed. So I give it an A.
There you go. Hell
I
yeah.
can agree with an A, but for different reasons. I do think the Panthers had the third best draft in the 2026 draft class.
Mm,
Kuwatch, I would say, is the demerit though, and here's why.
mm,
There's a reason he was an Ohio State transfer, because when he did play, he attracted a lot of penalties.
mm.
So
Damn.
that's something he's gonna have to work on. But
Yeah,
other than that, holy fuck, the Panthers had a damn good draft.
yeah, we had a good draft. I like it. Like it a lot.
Sounds good, guys. Well, the draft is now officially over, and we look forward to all the schedule releases next month and etc. We still got a lot of things to talk about here, though, at least within the next 30 to 45 minutes, but it's all right. We'll be able to get through this. But yeah, the draft is now over, everybody, and it was a very good one. So let's talk about something that I never really thought I was going to be talking about this, but
What's that?
we're gonna go ahead and talk about this because I think the reaction was very, very odd from multiple media outlets. Let's just say.
Oh yeah.
So let's turn the pages off of the draft and let's talk about the fact that Patriots head coach Mike
Oh
Vrabel
no. Oh
and
no.
NFL reporter,
Oh boy.
previously now of The Athletic, Diana Rossini, was caught holding hands and a hug at a luxury hotel. Now, the New York Post broke this news. You can see in this tweet here that there are 32.6 million views of this tweet. This was basically the first tweet that I've seen that broke this news. Now, here's what I will say when it comes down to this. The families for both, Rossini and Vrabel, man, it's got to be very, very awkward between some of these folks now. Man. But the thing is, a lot of things all of a sudden just make sense because over the years, Rossini has been reporting specifically, especially in the past couple of months, about a potential A.J. Brown trade to the Patriots. Well, now we know who her source was. And it was the actual coach, which is insane. A couple days later, she resigns from The Athletic after photos published of her with Mike Vrabel, right? And during Tuesday's media availability last week, Mike Vrabel then said, quote, "I've had some difficult conversations with people I care about, my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me." Right? And, well, clearly you didn't make a good decision when you decided to cheat on your wife. Mike Vrabel then also was not with the Patriots for day 3 of the draft because he sought counseling. It also didn't help that the New York Post also tweeted this out where apparently they were caught kissing at a New York City bar 6 years ago when he was on the Titans. Ooh. So, here is my big opinion on this. Obviously this is very, very bad because she's talking with a head coach of a professional NFL team who she is now getting a lot of sources from stuff because of the fact that he's in cahoots with Mike Vrabel. It does not look good at all. It's not professional at all either. I don't think that really needs any explaining. This is not professional in the slightest. Plus, then, it doesn't help that Diana Rossini kept, mowing down her husband over the years, talking about how, he's average on ESPN to Get Up. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that's basically what she said. And she even apologized for it. And, it was just a bunch of stuff that just did not look good. And she has since deleted her Twitter, so a lot of people cannot find any more tweets of her stuff. But it's just, this does just not look good because who knows what other things could potentially be happening between sources and actual NFL coaches. Just who knows? You really don't know. So I feel really bad for the families here because now all of a sudden it's just very, very awkward between spouses and children and family. Hey, we saw you trending because you were with the head coach of the Titans, or you were with the head coach of the Patriots, or it just does not look great at all. And this is just this is not professional in the slightest. And people have to take accountability and just look at this, man. 6 years ago, oh my goodness. How far does this go? Crazy. Now, I say all this unprofessionalism, blah, blah, blah. None of the media sports outlets were reporting this shit. None of them. Nobody. No one said a goddamn thing. Not Ian Rappaport, not Adam Schefter. The only time Adam Schefter was literally said something about this was when they were talking about Mike Vrabel and his press conference last week. Everybody else, Fox Sports, ESPN, I guaranteed, you will not see a lick of this info other than the NY Post or somebody else, CNN, Fox, whatever you get your news from, whatever. Nobody within the sports media outlets were tweeting or posting about this, which is very, very sus, in my opinion, because it kind of tells you, or it kind of makes you wonder, like, who's really pulling the strings in terms of like what you should be posting and what you should be not be posting. Specifically, I'm looking toward the NFL insiders who were literally employed with the NFL. Tom Pelissero, Ian Rappaport. I guarantee you probably didn't see a lick of this from their socials. And it's a little sus, if I'm being honest with you. So, what are your because I'd like to, move on, blah blah blah, but this was a huge scandal that I was not expecting at all. So what are your thoughts here, guys, with this whole entire debacle with Rossini and Vrabel here?
Long story short, don't cheat.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Like, long story short, don't cheat. Look, man. This all could have been avoided. This all could have been, not even been brought up. Like, and the fact that now the fact that it's been kind of like hidden for 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure people had feelings, but the fact they didn't go like mainstream until 6 years later said something, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't think the NFL is going to punish him for it. I think it's more of a personal matter than even though it is professional. Like, I do think it's a professional matter, but dang, man, like, this is such a bad. After you just almost won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like, I don't know, bro. Like, moral story, don't cheat. That's all I gotta say.
I agree. I think Brandon took everything I wanted to say. So.
Oh, that's very fair.
I'm glad we think alike.
That's very fair. It's just like, at the end of the day, you really should just not be. You really shouldn't. So you just got to wonder, what in the world are these like people going through? Like, what are these families thinking now about? Like, what are Roos? I don't obviously want to get into that, but it's like, man, it's got to be awkward.
Oh, for sure.
It's got to be so awkward, man. But who knows? At this point, it's really up to them to just be better after them being caught. Imagine if they didn't get caught, though. Who knows?
I mean, with cameras being everywhere, you're like, somebody's going to get caught somewhere. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so now let's talk about some stuff here that was actually updated, I want to say today, so it's good timing, to be honest, but let's really quickly talk about the George Pickens tag situation. So this is a little interesting because they officially placed the franchise tag on Pickens on February 27th, and then it was said on the 27th of April, so 2 days ago, that Todd Archer said that he has not signed the franchise tag tender yet with the Cowboys, but apparently, I want to say Schefter said something about Pickens potentially signing it. And when people saw that, it was like, oh my God, is this guy going to get traded during the draft? Well, it didn't happen. So yeah, Pickens did not sign the franchise tag tender yet, but then he did earlier today, if I can get the tweet up here. Okay, well, it's not anywhere. Okay, so it's okay, whatever. But yeah, if we just look up George Pickens here, I'm sure we can like see that broke news like earlier today. Yeah, so Cowboys tweeted out 2 hours ago, has officially signed his 2026 franchise tag. So that was a very interesting, odd situation, I guess, just something to keep in note because, this is something that I'm sure Emmett wants him to stay there, of course. So yeah. Any thoughts with this one? Did you guys think that he was going to get traded? Because I really thought he was about to That's it.
I think the
think
Cowboys
that's
were listening to offers, but I don't think they were gonna wanted. I don't think they wanted to trade him because all that money they put on CD and Dak and Brandon Aubrey. He got signed in the off season.
Yeah, true.
I do think it's probably that Micah Parsons money that they didn't spend. They could probably use on him, but I didn't think they were gonna trade him. I think they were gonna just literally probably wait one more year to see if they can probably give him a long term.
True.
I think
Okay.
I think they're willing to trade Pickens. They probably didn't like the offers that were being given.
Mm-hmm.
So they might have decided to hold serve.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on now to another news story that happened. Well, this one wasn't. This one was kind of crazy because it was a total fake out.
What happened?
So this was tweeted on March 6th.
Whoa.
Blockbuster. The Raiders are trading 5-time Pro Bowl edge Max Crosby to the Ravens. Right?
Okay.
Right? Okay. Adam Schefter
I like
says
that.
Cowboys were willing to offer first and second pick to the Raiders for Max Crosby. But Las Vegas opted for the 2 first-round picks from the Ravens. Okay. All right. Okay.
Like that.
And so Schefter tweeted out here on March 6th. Again, March 6th. Coming soon. And it's a picture of Max Crosby in Ravens uniform. Okay. All right.
I like it.
Okay. But then 4 days later, the Raiders tweet out that they have backed out of the trade agreement.
What?
Whoa. Now, everyone's like, whoa. And I have a reaction up on YouTube where you can just go ahead and take a look where this news broke. And I was like, oh my God, what happened here? What happened here? And it's because he failed his physical.
Bro.
Max Crosby failed his physical, which meant that the Ravens then backed out of the trade. The Raiders backed out of the trade. So, the Ravens have rescinded deals in the past because of issues with physicals. In 1997, that happened. In 2018, it also happened. So, this was crazy because the Raiders already have received call from several teams inquiring about the availability of Max Crosby in a trade. Per source, for now, the Raiders are prepared to get Crosby healthy and have him play for Las Vegas, but they are listening to other teams. And that Eric DaCosta said that after bringing Max Crosby in for the physical, the team was unable to complete the trade process based on the assessment of the situation. He did not reference medicals and said he must act as a steward of the organization and do what's best for the team. Whatever that means. But it doesn't matter because Max Crosby pretty much says that he is going to stay a Raider for this upcoming season.
And that's huge.
Which is very, very huge. So, this was easy to see. Very crazy to see.
Max Crosby would have fit really perfect with the Ravens culture. He would have fit perfectly on that D-line if that were to be the case.
I agree. Like, this would have been huge. Very huge.
I also agree. I wonder if the Ravens found anyone to, replace.
Nah. At that point, I don't think they would.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, I just wanted to go ahead and mention that at least because, there's just so much stuff that has happened. And so now we're going to try and go through a bunch of like big major signings and trades here as quickly as possible here. So let's try and do that starting with this.
Let's do it.
I'm going to move this stuff here. I'm just doing a couple of stuff. Doing a couple of stuff here really quickly. And we're just going to go by this live, so it's okay. All right, so the trade here on March 2nd, Lions are trading David Montgomery to the Texans. This was because of potential production offense.
But good for the Texans though. They were depleting our running back.
Yeah, I agree because this was a huge need at this point for the Texans, but yeah, it seemed as though that Montgomery was getting pretty dingy with the offensive coordinator about his production.
Yeah,
And
Gibbs was taking
so
over.
this pretty much was like, yeah, let's just do you a favor. So
Mhm.
all right, next up here, or no, it was a fifth round goes back to Detroit as Knuckles leaves Sonic. That's
Which
funny.
I think that's a steal for the Texans.
The Chiefs or Rams were okay. So this is from March 4th. The Chiefs and Rams were working on a blockbuster trade that would send Trent McDuffie to the Rams. And McDuffie was expected to sign a long-term deal, and I believe he got it.
Mm-hmm.
4 years, 124 million extended. Wow. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
So Rams and Trent McDuffie. Oh man, that defense. Shit.
Now,
Um,
the Rams got both of the Chiefs corners.
Yep. The Chiefs also received pick 29, the fifth and sixth round for 2026, and they also got a third round pick in 2027 as well for this.
A lot of picks.
Yeah, a lot of picks for them. Chicago would send DJ Moore. This is from March 5th. DJ Moore to the Bills. Interesting trade here for the Bills.
That kind of surprised me.
It would be a mid-round compensation going back. So, yeah, I'm the Bills.
There wasn't really any
somebody.
There wasn't really any momentum about this.
Yeah, I agree, but the Bills also just needed somebody.
They do. They need a wide receiver one, and DJ Moore would be that guy. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, continue onwards. The Vikings were open to trading Pro Bowl edge rusher Jonathan Greenard. Well, we got the wish because on draft day, the Vikings would send Greenard to the Eagles of all teams.
Jeez, man, and he's a perfect fit for that D line.
Yeah, I agree. Minnesota would get a 2027 third round pick. While Philly gets Greenard and pick 244. So there you go. Pretty good.
The Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl, aren't they? Oh,
yeah, they're probably gonna go back to the NFC Championship game, man. Let's just be completely honest.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, well, we'll get to our predictions later on. You know what I'm saying? All right, the Colts are sending this is from March 7th. Zaire Franklin to the Packers. Interesting.
I don't know why. I thought Zaire Franklin was doing real good with the Colts, but
yeah, he was. So I'm not sure why this trade. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he just needs something new, right? Some new blood.
Yeah. Miami sent Minka Fitzpatrick to the Jets. Whoa!
And y'all got to steal a seventh round.
And then he also signed a 3-year, $40 million deal. Whoa!
That's a steal. That's a steal right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like this pick a lot. I like this trade a lot. So yeah, the fact that you got a 7th round. I mean, shit. Why not? Packers would be finalizing a deal that would send Rashawn Gary to the Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that. That happened. So now, think about it. It's a pick swap. Micah and Rashawn Gary switch.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. The Colts will be sending Michael Pittman Jr. to the Steelers. Oh,
that's a great move for the Steelers.
Yeah, great move. But then he also signs a 3-year, $59 million deal with the Steelers. Pittman does. So there you go.
And he's underrated, so he deserves that.
Yeah, I agree. Next one up. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Raiders would trade Geno Smith to the Jets.
Back home, baby.
The Geno Smith Redemption Arc 2.0 is going to come to fruition.
Look,
baby.
man, look. Just make it look serviceable at least. You know what I'm saying? Make it serviceable.
He can push the ball down the field.
He can. Just make it serviceable and don't be dumb, Gino. That's all I ask. Just play like how you did with Seattle. You know, there you go. Speaking of the Jets would send Justin Fields to the Kansas City Chiefs. Interesting.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? He has the chance of starting at the beginning of the season.
Because of Mahomes.
Mahomes being hurt.
Yep. So very good. Honestly, good luck, Justin Fields, man. Good luck, Justin Fields.
Andy Reid will figure out something for him.
Yeah. Broncos are trading for Dolphins receiver Jalen Waddle. Oh,
that don't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me.
On Miami's side or
on Miami's side, because that's basically your only wide receiver left. I mean, yeah, you got Tolbert now. You got what? Washington Jr. I don't know. And then with Denver, Denver has Sutton, Franklin, Mims. I thought Broncos wide receiver room was already good enough, but I mean, might as well add more arsenal. So,
speaking of receivers, the Packers are trading receiver Dontavion Wicks to the Eagles. Oh my, the Eagles again. Oh my god.
Underrated. I'm surprised a 5th round, but underrated guy. So have it for him.
You will also sign a 1-year, $12.5 million extension with the Eagles. So there you go.
Good for him because he's like a wide receiver 4.
And this was right before the draft. The Giants are trading Pro Bowl defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals in a deal.
Right. Because he requested for a trade, right? He requested for a trade.
Yeah, his time in New York was probably over anyway.
Which the Bengals need a lot of help on the defensive side of the ball. But my problem is, last year he only had half a sack all year, and he played all 17 games. So he has to be like prime Dexter Lawrence in order for him to be good.
Yeah. He also passed his physical and will be signing a 1-year, $28 million contract extension. So he's going to be there for the next 3 seasons.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of AJ Brown, the Eagles remain open to trading AJ Brown. The Patriots remain highly interested in acquiring the star receiver, and conversations are expected to resume shortly on or before June 1. So there you go.
Yeah, because Stephon Diggs is gone.
Yeah,
so.
And the source? Oh, now. Oh, there you go. Oh, boy.
I do think if it does work out, I do think he'll be a good fit for the Eagles. I do think so. So he'll automatically be wide receiver 1 over there.
All right. Now,
you mean the Patriots?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
All right, so now we are going to go through this as rapidly as possible because if I'm being honest, we're kind of running out of time. So let's try and do this as quickly as possible.
Let's do it.
Daniel Hunter stays with the Texans. 1-year, $40.1 contract extension. Jesus Christ. Damn.
That's a lot of money, but good for him.
Well,
Holy
moly. But for 1 year, though?
Makes sense.
I guess.
Tyler Higbee back to the Rams. Okay, yeah.
Underrated tight end.
Contract. I like that.
Cam Curl stays
also
with
underrated.
the Rams. Yeah.
Young defense, keep them together.
Yeah. Tyler, I don't know how to say his name. Biadaziz with the Chargers.
I'm not even gonna try.
but Tyler is with the Chargers. There you go.
They need to buff up that offensive line so much.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
Great
that.
center.
Connor McGovern stays with the Bills. All right.
Makes sense. Great center, too. Another good center.
Okay.
Yep.
Jordan Davis re-signs here, extended with Philly. All right.
The
there you go.
last year or 2 for him has been great, so makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well
right, now I'm going to start copying and pasting here now. This one's Khalil Mack. He stays with the Chargers. Okay.
Surprised me. I'm surprised that he stayed, but, Chargers needed that.
$18 million. 1 year, $18 million. Packers and Sean Ryan. 3-year, $33 million extension.
Like it.
This one is Adam Troutman. Stays with the Broncos, 3 years, $18.5 million. There you go.
Yeah, third highest blocking tight end in the NFL. Wow.
That is crazy.
That's
Hey,
nuts.
look, Travis Kelsey is
Whoa!
back with Kansas City.
But that's not a surprise. Everyone knew he
Yeah,
was coming back.
he's back.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey is back.
Yeah, he said I ain't going out like that.
Alec Pierce is returning to. Oh, this is the first signing, by the way, at 12 o'clock on March 9th, which was when all the free agency stuff started to happen.
Yeah,
Alec Pierce is back with the Colts.
Yep, Mike. That's why Michael Pittman left because of that money. But good for him. Good for Alex Pierce.
Yep.
Olamide Zacchaeus is signing with the Falcons. Interesting.
That's on. They're gonna use him well. They're gonna use him well.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Patriots are signing Draymond Jones to the 3-year, $39 million contract. Okay.
That's really good for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's underrated. He's a really good pressure linebacker.
We got Eric Stokes with the Raiders back.
That's good. That's very good. He was really their only bright spot last year.
3 years, $30 million. This one's gonna piss us off though.
Oh.
Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't make no. Seattle could have man. God, man. Good for the Chiefs. Good for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I guess good for the Chiefs. Good for the Chiefs. Look at that. Already had a graphic up.
Seattle after winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever.
All because they decided to pay JSN.
Kate Otten stays in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that one either.
Jalen Watson with the Rams. Yep. So as we mentioned
too.
earlier.
Yep. So both corners to the Rams.
Laramie Tunsil is back with the Commanders.
Huge. I know Max loved that.
Huge stuff for the Commanders.
Jalen Phillips to the Carolina Panthers.
Loved it. I do think we paid a butt ton, but I love it.
Hate it. Absolutely hate it.
I think we paid a butt ton.
Dolphins signing Malik Willis. Whoa.
Makes sense because now their new head coach is a former Packer, so I like it. Good for Malik Willis, man. Good for him.
Have fun, Malik.
John Simpson to the Ravens. He's back in Baltimore. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, John. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely to the Giants. He's where Harbaugh is now.
I think Jackson Dart's gonna like him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Him and Theo Johnson.
Oh, and John Harbaugh, duh.
Yep.
Yeah, and John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Jets are signing Bengals pass rusher Joseph Asai. Oh,
I think that's good. I think he's underrated depth.
Yeah, that's good. But then we're not done with the Jets because Demario Davis is coming back to the Jets.
That surprised me. I didn't know he was this guy. I thought he was going to retire as a Saint.
Well, he's back with the Jets. He's back with us.
Demario Davis, thank you for your service, brother.
Kenneth Gainwell to the Bucks.
Okay. Oh yeah, because Rasheed White's gone. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Alexander Zaloni is also with the Bucks now too.
Dang it. I don't like that.
I don't like
that either.
Bears are signing safety Kobe Bryant. Okay.
That's big. I think that's gonna be. Oh, he can pair up with Diamond. Okay. I see a vision there.
Commanders are signing Amik Robertson from the Lions.
That's a give or take. You know, he does get beat sometimes, but whenever he does it, he does. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Him and Lattimore are so cooked.
Cade Mays to the Lions. He's the center.
That was our center. That was our center. So I'm gonna miss him.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Bellinger to the
underrated
Titans.
tight end. Underrated tight end.
Mm-hmm. 3 years and $24 million. Tyler Linderbaum.
Mendoza couldn't have gotten a better center.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Linderbaum was getting beat at times in Baltimore.
Really?
Well, Wan'Dale Robinson to the Titans. Hey.
Cam Ward likes that and reunites with Brian Daboll.
Yep.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Chiefs are signing
Kyrie Tonga.
3 years, 21 million. There you go.
Is that the defensive tackle out of I forgot what team he was. Yeah.
Next one up, Jahan Dotson to the Falcons.
God dang it, man! Like, what are they doing with these receivers?
They just getting them out the bargain bin, bro.
I have no idea. Raiders signing Jalen Naylor. Oh,
I think that's a good
signing.
signing. That's a good signing right there. I like that.
I think you're gonna like this signing even more. Mike Evans to the San Francisco 49ers.
Get the hell out of the NFC South, baby.
3 years, 60.4 million for Mike Evans to the Niners.
I'm surprised he left and not Chris Godwin. I thought Mike Evans was going to stay, but
I thought so too. It is what it is.
Yep. Jamel Dean
is gone
to the
Jamel Dean. Get him out of there.
Steelers.
Get him out. He's a good corner, so Steelers are going to need him.
Devin Bush to the Bears.
I like that a lot. I think he'll fit the Bears system.
I think so too.
As you can see, we got a lot here. Zion Johnson to the Browns.
He's not that good of a guard.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Sorry for the Browns.
Have fun with that, Cleveland.
JFM to the Titans.
That's great. That's a great pairing with Jeffrey Simmons.
3 years, 63 mil. Damn. Tremaine Edmonds to the Giants.
Another good pairing them up with Sony Styles. I like that. Oh, Angel Reese. Reese, I like that. Yeah.
Charlie Kolar to the Chargers.
I like that.
Kolar's a good blocking tight end.
Yep.
Cordale Flott to the Titans.
Could Brian Daboll makes sense? A connection.
Titans really were. I completely forgot. God damn.
Titans had a great off season.
Brian Cook signing with the Bengals. All right,
good,
there you go.
Good. Bengals have been getting beat behind the ball so much.
I agree. Yeah. Josh Jobe is back with the Seahawks. There you go.
Makes sense. I like it.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. And we Alontae Taylor. Wait, we mentioned that. Wait, I don't remember if we mentioned this. Alontae Taylor to the Titans. 3 years, $60 million. Wow.
Another good. I'm surprised y'all let him go.
I'm surprised too, but we need to clear cap space. So Alontae, 33 service.
Broncos nearing an agreement with J.K. Dobbins. Oh my God.
Good for him because coming from injury, I like that. Good for him.
Yeah.
Mafe with the Bengals.
That's a good pickup for the Bengals.
Trey Hendrickson, placement.
Cowboys get Jalen Thompson. 3 years, $36 million.
He's a good special teamer, so.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got a bunch more here. Odofe Owe.
Boy, that's an underrated.
The Commanders.
That's gonna boost up that. That's gonna boost up that defense.
You know what's not gonna boost up an offense?
Oh no.
Tua to the Falcons.
I'm two left-handed quarterbacks. I'm very curious to see how this goes.
Oh man,
they're so cooked.
1 year after signing him. Bro.
Hey, speaking of which, Gardner Minshew to the Cardinals.
He went to the Cardinals.
Yo, Florida man with the Cardinals. Let's go.
Cardinals. Noah Fant. Hey, you got Noah Fant RBM. There you go.
I like that. I forgot y'all got Noah Fant now.
We do. We needed that.
Quay Walker with the Raiders.
I like
that for the Raiders.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
3 years. And they also got Nakobe Dean. Yep. God damn. All right. Nakobe Dean back 3 years with the Raiders. Damn.
Yep.
All right.
So him and Walker together.
Kenny Pickett with the Panthers.
You know what? Andy Dalton's gone. Might as well just get him in. He's gonna be a backup anyway. So.
All right.
That's Kenny Kittenbins, bro.
Only for 1 year, 7.5. That's fine.
Rashid Shaheed is back with the Seahawks.
That man literally helped them take them to the Super Bowl, so don't surprise me.
That is true. Reed Blankenship with the Texans.
Texans defense is going to be even more lethal now.
That Texans defense better be other fucking worldly with that signing.
Right.
The Browns are signing Quincy Williams. Quincy, thank you very much.
Man, so y'all lost both of the Williams brothers. I
Devin
love this
Lloyd
pick
with
right
the
here.
Panthers.
Love this pick. Oh, man, I love it.
Ooh.
Elijah Barrett Tucker with the Patriots.
Dang, I can't believe y'all let him go.
Jeez. Well, he was injury prone, so. St. Justin with the Packers.
Yeah, underrated corner.
That's an underrated one. I like that.
Underrated corner. I like it.
Dawson Knox back with the Bills.
Deserved. They're going to try their best not to get rid of both of them.
Isaiah Pacheco to the Lions. Ooh.
I mean, might as well replace David Montgomery with a good running back. That's tough. So,
yeah, we got Knuckles 2.0.
Romeo Dobbs with the Patriots. Damn. Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
I mean, good death piece, I guess.
Oh, well. That's gone now. Oh, well, whatever.
Well,
you want to know what's not going to be a good depth piece? Because he's going to be starting very, very good. Trey Hendrickson to the Ravens.
Whoa! And you know what's crazy? They said they tried to pair up Max Crosby and Hendrickson together. Do we believe that?
No.
Absolutely not.
That's a lot of money you're spending.
4 years, $112 million, by the way, for the Ravens and Trey Hendrickson.
Spending a lot of cap they spitting anyway.
Kevin Byard with the Patriots.
I like it. Like it.
Yep.
All right, yeah, we definitely got to get a move on here. Aaron Jones is back in Minnesota. Okay, all right.
That.
Okay. Bradley Chubb is with Buffalo now.
Jeez, with Joey Bosa.
Ooh.
Gonna be very good. John Mechie is with the Panthers.
Bryce Young and John Mechie back together since their Alabama days. I like it.
Yeah, Javon Hargrave to Green Bay Packers.
I actually like this one.
I like that a lot.
Jonathan Allen to the Bengals.
I like that too.
That one's also pretty good.
That's also very good.
All right, Rachaad White to the Commanders.
I also like that. He gets him out of the division, but the Commanders need him.
Thank you.
You know what's probably very questionable in regards to this signing? The Vikings are getting Kyler Murray. Woo!
No, I think this is a good pick for the Vikings. I think this is good.
All right. To each of their own, I guess.
I think it's good.
The Vikings are about to 360 no scope the NFC North, bro. Let's go.
Meanwhile, CJ GJ is going to the Bills.
Jeez.
Yeah,
man, with Taylor.
Taylor, you bum.
Oh my. Darnell Mooney is going to the Giants.
Fine with me. I think Giants will use him fine.
Dallas Goedert back to Philly.
Yep.
Carson Wentz back to the Vikings.
Good, because the Vikings kind of failed him. The Vikings kind of failed him last season, so I'm glad he's back.
They really did.
Kirk Cousins now in Las Vegas.
He'll be starting until week 4.
Yo, Kirk Cousins about to teach Fernando Mendoza about the art of getting that bag, bro.
And because speaking of that bag, he got a 5-year, $172 million deal with the Raiders that in reality is a 1-year fully guaranteed $20 million deal that also includes a club option for 2 years at $80 million. Whatever the hell that means.
His agent is just insane.
Whatever that means. Trayvon Walker back to the with the Raiders. Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jaguars.
Will Anderson to re-signing with the Texans.
Well deserved. I mean, he deserved every penny.
Brent Williams stays in San Francisco. Wow.
Yep, Brock Purdy's happy.
Yep. Like that.
Brandon Aubrey is now the highest paid kicker in the NFL history. This was
not
only
a surprise.
Not
a surprise whatsoever.
Stays in Dallas. Zay Flowers, 5th-year option picked up.
Not a surprise.
And
surprising.
Jaden Reed extended 3 years, $50.25 million as well.
Not surprised.
Now that one actually
Well,
surprised
actually,
me.
I thought he was gonna get traded somewhere. I thought he was gonna sign somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking him and Wicks were gonna get traded.
So
Yeah.
here are now among still some free agents still available. We got Deebo Samuel, Jawan Jennings, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, DJ Reader, Taylor Decker, David Njoku, Bobby Okereke, Bobby Wagner, Matt Milano, Joey Bosa, just so many other folks that are still not signed yet. Interesting.
Yeah. I forgot L'Jarius Sneed got released. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Saints, I know you want to sign Debo.
Yep. And today we just picked up the 5th-year option of Bryce Young. So Bryce Christopher Young is here to stay.
All right. We are going to go through these Swift stories to know once again as possible. Here we go. The NFL is exploring a game on Thanksgiving Eve as early as this season.
I don't think anybody really wants that, but okay.
Yeah, I
To
agree.
be honest with you.
Don't want it.
Darius Slay is retiring. Damn.
Good career. Good career.
Darius. I agree. Good career, oh shit.
Justin Jefferson's hypocrite.
Yeah, DJ Chark is also retiring.
God, I wish he would have had more years, but I respect it.
Yeah.
You know who else is retiring that also just came out of nowhere? Bears Pro Bowl center Drew Dahlman was retiring.
But you know what? I respect it. I respect it. You know, prioritize your health first.
Levante David is also retiring.
I hated him on the field, but I respect him as a player. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next one up here. Let's take a look at some Tennessee Titans uniforms and new logo. Wow.
I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan.
Oh,
what?
Sorry, it's okay.
I don't like it. They shouldn't have gotten rid of. They shouldn't have gotten rid of the flames.
Okay, I get rid of the yeah, but I mean, homage to the Oilers.
It's okay, you know. It's okay.
I mean, the color scheme is kind of giving the middle finger to Houston, and as Houston is my hometown, I can't let that slide.
But that's a different conversation for a different day.
The season opener is going to be Wednesday night on NBC. Letting everybody know. Just reminding everybody that Wednesday night is going to be the season opener with Seattle against TBD. We have no idea who it's going to be as of right now.
And I'm
probably going to be Patriots.
And I'm going to be in Seattle that week.
But that's because San Francisco Niners and Rams are playing in Australia Thursday.
A divisional game as an international game?
Which is very crazy, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
We have some very interesting updates here. If anything, I think Schefter just tweeted out an update here as well. But let's hope we don't get 2012 again, because the NFL is planning to begin hiring replacement refs before the May 31st expiration of its labor deal. All right. Boy. There were also a couple updates to the competitive stuff here, where the competition committee said to permit the kicking team to declare an onside kick at any time of the game, to eliminate the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking off from the 50-yard line, to modify the kickoff alignment requirements for the receiving team players in the setup zone, and for 1 year only, to allow the NFL officiating department to correct clear and obvious misses made by on-field officials that impact the game in the event that there is a work stoppage involving the game officials represented by the NFL Referees Association.
I like
it. So, the update, I guess we might as well just check out the update here. But Schefter tweeted out saying 2 minutes ago, actually, the NFL distributed crew assignments to referees this week amid indications of continued progress toward a deal on the collective new CBA with the NFL's Referees Association.
Okay.
Interesting.
Good. We're getting somewhere.
All right, we're getting somewhere.
Hopefully, the Super Bowl misinformation.
The Super Bowl is back in Vegas in 2029.
Good Lord. Okay.
Hard Knocks. The Seahawks will be on the Hard Knocks this upcoming summer, and the Patriots will be for next year. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
There you
my
go.
God.
Patriots better be good this year.
The Jaguars are going to be in Orlando next season. Not this upcoming season, the season following, because of, I think there's renovation with the stadium that they're using right now.
Yeah, doing stadium renovations.
Yep.
Yeah, massive renovations at that.
Yeah, like massive.
The double Monday Night Football games are no more. Thank God. Thank God.
Good. We
Thank
don't like
God.
that.
God.
Yeah, we did not care about that shit. Here's a taking a look at the Falcons uniforms that are
They're alright. They're better.
okay. They're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Better than the last ones. I'll tell you that.
You know what's
There's
not better
many.
than the last ones? The fact that Rashee Rice has apparently not conducted anything that violates the personal conduct policy, and the investigation from his former girlfriend is now closed.
Bro, there was a whole video. Let me stop. Just keep moving.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Just keep it moving.
The NFL will punish people with weed instead. Anyways, Commanders new uniforms. There we go. There
I
you go.
like it. I like it. I know some people are talking about the logo, but I better than the last ones.
Speaking of which, Rams also got new uniform.
The only difference is they removed the patch and the gradient color. That's the only difference. But it does look much better.
Yeah, they're very minor changes, but these uniforms,
I don't know how the Ravens. I don't know how the
Yeah.
Ravens improved because their other uniforms were fire, and they somehow improved this. Like I like this a lot.
Yeah, these uniforms are nice. There you
Those
go.
Ravens uniforms are so fucking tough.
Yeah, those are so
Like,
cool,
look
man.
at the combinations you can make with that.
Yeah. There you
And they
go.
already got Trey Henderson. Trey Henderson's only been there for a month, and he's already a part of a uniform reveal.
The Steelers have not received word from Aaron Rodgers on his future, and there's no expectation of a final decision prior to the NFL draft. Look at this guy again.
Will Howard, baby.
This guy again, man.
It's Will Howard season.
Speaking of Steelers, Mike Tomlin is headed to NBC and Football Night in America, and he actually made an appearance amidst the NBA playoffs where he's with Maria Taylor, and he's like, hey, you know, I'm here, and he's going to be joining Football Night in America on NBC on Peacock when it comes down to the next season. Hell yeah.
Good for Tomlin, man. Good for Tomlin.
Hell yeah.
Glad
He's
taking
smiling a
world.
lot, too. He's smiling a lot. I
Glad
like
he's
that.
in the football world still.
Speaking of which, Ravens and Cowboys are week 3 in Rio de Janeiro, Sunday, September 27th at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS and Paramount Plus. So this is technically our first official game of the season so far. Justin Simmons retiring was announced.
Oh man,
today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, great safety.
He's retiring. Here's an update here on personal Jordan Addison is also exercising a 5th-year option, but that's not what I was
Don't surprise me.
Deshaun Watson, with my breaking news here that Deshaun Watson has taken the lead over Shedeur Sanders in the Browns quarterback competition and has the inside track to win it. I think they should declare him QB1 ASAP and let the first team offense start to cook.
They're not going to let him sit for another year because they're paying him literally $45 million.
True.
Yeah, with that contract, like, there's no way.
As we said earlier, the Vikings are currently now looking for the next GM for the so yeah, they're conducting the search now. So yeah,
so late in the game too.
Yeah, it's very, very late. And the last thing that we hear is, at least for today, is Azeez Al-Shaair is re-signing with the Texans with a 3-year extension. Yep. Bang, bang, bada boop.
Well deserved. And well deserved.
That is the final piece of news here when it comes down to this podcast episode. Which means now, guys, that this episode is officially done. We're done for probably the next 2 months or so. Hopefully there's not any crazy big news, but the next episode that we will actually do is going to be it will most likely be the predictions in terms of records for every single NFL team for this upcoming season. It will come after the schedule release, which is slated to be in some point next month, mid-May, I think, I want to say. So we are going to be having that episode most likely in June. So once again, Talking Football with Laura will once again go on hiatus, but it is what it is, you know. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and thank you for Brandon and RBM for being here, and thank you to Max and Emmett for giving me some stuff about their teams and whatnot. So thank you guys so much for that, and yeah, we're back for at least a little bit, but I at least wanted to get this stuff out here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Talking Football with Larlar, whenever that may be. Expect an update via my Twitter, socials, blah, 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 when it comes down to it. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Sir.
Oh, my God. We did it under. Oh, my God. Jeez.
That was a lot of news. Holy crap. There's a lot of player signings I forgot that happened.
No, yeah. I
know, right?
No, yeah, because when I was looking at the time, I'm like, oh, shit, we actually need to finish this shit now.
Nah, I think we did good. I think we did good.
Yeah, we did pretty good. We did pretty
We did good. We did good.
Oh man, now I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna upload tomorrow. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Again, thank you guys for being here. Of course. Again, the next episode will be most likely in June at some point, and yeah. So yeah. Chat, we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys personally. I think Friday I'm gonna be live again. So just stay tuned for that. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace, chat. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
So,